Yo, it's Crogol. Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today, we got a pretty cool sun theme. We got all three of the dogs. Two of them, granted, are their ancient forms, their paradox forms, but that's okay, right? That's alright. Because I am super excited to use this team. I have not used Raging Bolt or Walking Wake yet, so let's get into it. So, leading off, they're going to lead with their Band Ice Cat. It's alright. It's alright. We're fine. And we're going to lead with Murray. And, of course, we're going to set up our Drought turn 1 here. And, we don't predict turn 1. So, we're just going to go for Stealth Rocks. And, it's going to be pretty good. Turn 1, he might get scared out, right? Of course, we are a Fire type. He might stay in. Who knows? But either way, Barney for sure lives one hit. And they are actually going to go ahead and swap out. Yeah, they are afraid. They are afraid of Barney. Yes, sir. They go out into their Great Tusk. And he's going to proc off of our Sun. He's going to boost his defense. And we're just going to get Stealth Rocks up. So, this thing coming out, of course, probably, most likely, has Rapid Spin. I know that, so even if he wants to go for like a ground type move or something, we saw he's a defense boost, so he's not max attack. So we can just go out into Hawaii here and either growth up or just click a move, right? We've got Life Orb and we are completely fine. We do see his Rapid Spin, we take minimal damage, absolutely nothing. And looking at his team, I am just going to Giga Drain, right? Even if he wants to send out like Metagross or Zapdos. We're just going to get some chip off for sure, and I am A-okay with that. Now, hindsight, I definitely should have went for a growth here, but again, I'm completely fine. Even if this thing wants to stay in and go for Temper Flare, we're chilling, right? Of course, went for Giga Drain, so Giga Drain should blow this thing back, hopefully, I don't know. But they are taking an awful long time to choose their move, and they actually do switch. Into what? Let's find out. Into their Metagross here. And again, it takes minimal damage because of the resistance. But they don't know that we have Fire Weather Ball. So we're going to click that Weather Ball here. Of course, we outspeed, nearly KO'd. If our Stealth Rocks are up, this thing would have dropped. We do see, however, it does have a berry, which is kind of cool. Citrus berry at that. Of course, Psychic Fangs is going to blow back Hawaii, and it's completely fine. Again, if Stealth Rocks was up, Hawaii would have claimed one, but it's okay, right? We've got some monsters in the back still, including a very special Pokemon here. Ember the Entei. Now, Ember, as you guys see it come out here, it's got that nice shine. This Entei, for those of you who are around for it, is the Gen 4 event Entei. For the Zoroark event leading into Gen 5, that's this Entei. This is my OG Entei, and I'm excited to use this thing. So we're going to go for Crunch here. We are Choice Banded. Of course, could have went for Sacred Fire in the Sun, but I am just going to go for Crunch here. I don't want the chance to miss if this thing chooses to stay in. Can't speak today. Anyway, he does switch here. That is completely fine. He goes back out into his Great Tusk. And this is going to do minimal damage. Of course, he's going to get his defense boost again. And, we're still in a good position. He takes absolutely nothing from that. And at this point, we do have a single switch in here, and that's going to be Urza, our Skarmory here. Urza can take any single hit this thing wants to go for, even a Temper Flare, even though it's Sun boosted, but this is definitely a more defensive Great Tusk. Anyway, Urza comes out here, they go for knockoff, gonna knock off our Rocky Helmet, which kind of sucks. I wish I would have had Rocky Helmet for a little bit longer, but that's okay, right? I can just Whirlwind here and get this monster out of here. If he wants to switch, right, we're going to Whirlwind something else in. Of course, if I had my Rock Zip right now, this would be a pretty good move to click, right? Because getting that chip damage every single time something, Whirlwind's out. So they do opt to switch here, so whatever comes out is not staying in for a very, very long. Sends out the Metagross yet again. And we're going to Whirlwind that out. Bye-bye, Metagross. Goodbye. Get out of here. See ya. Into what? Let's find out. They get Whirlwinded out into Zapdos. That is, like, worst case scenario for Urza. Of course, we do have Loxus here, our Assault Vested, max HP, max special attack, or Raging Bolt. And we're going to take any hit this thing wants to go for. So, out comes Loxus. Nice tall boy. I love how Zapdos has to look up to see him. I love that. Fantastic. He has Charge, which is kind of weird. Kind of good tech, though, honestly, right? It's boosting his special defense. I guess this is like a super bulky Zapdos. That's kind of cool. I can just go for a Draco Meteor, right? Don't want to go for an electric type move with that Great Tusk still out here. So we're going to go for Draco Meteor. If they do opt to switch into their Great Tusk, this thing is going to get blown back. They do switch into it. Let's see how much damage this takes. Max special attack, Raging Bolt. Here we go. This is absolutely nothing. This thing is super, super bulky. If we had the Sun Boost right now, that definitely would have killed. But we don't, and that's okay. Again, Urza is 100% our switch here. Definitely don't want to go to Bernie, because that would be a free ground type move, and we don't want that. So, on Urza. Goes for Rapid Spin again. If we had our Rocky Helmet, that would have been A-okay. But we don't, sadly. And you guys know the name of the game. Again, we're just going to Whirlwind. It is free. He can't do anything against it. And let's see what they want to do. Obviously, this thing does not have Temper Flare. Otherwise, I would have went for it. But they do switch out yet again into... What is this? Their Arcanine. Entei at home. Entei at home. And bye-bye. Bye-bye, Arcanine. Into what again? Let's find out. I like playing this little randomized game, right? We don't know what's coming out. Let's see. Into their Ice Cat yet again. And I can either just stay in on this thing, or I can just go into Bernie, set up our Sun, get our Stealth Rocks up again. And that's what I'm going to do. So Bernie comes on out. And they go for Swords Dance. Of course, we are not too concerned. We have Clear Smog on Bernie here, so we can just get rid of that stat boost immediately, right? And we can live whatever hit this thing wants to go for. It goes for Sacred Sword. Does half damage. And we're going to Clear Smog it away. So if it had Focus Sash, it no longer has Focus Sash. And that is great for us, right? So, seeing Clear Smog, they probably just want to switch out, right? So Stealth Rock is a free play for us. Of course, they still have their Great Tusk still out and about. But it is super low from Loxus, so I am not worried. But they are taking their sweet old time for this turn. And let's see what they go into. So they switch out into their Great Tusk yet again. And of course, going to get its Sun Boost from the Photosynthesis yet again. Does not matter though. Going for Stealth Rock. And sure, Bernie could take a Rapid Spin, but like, do I want to risk that? I don't think so. I'm going to go out at Jinbei here. Jinbei is max, full HP, so it'll take any one hit from this thing and will outspeed because of the Sun. We'll get our nice little speed boost from Photosynthesis. And we're choice specs, so we can just click a move for free, right? They go for Rapid Spin. Of course, they're not going to outspeed because of the Photosynthesis boost. And we are in a fantastic position. Looking at their team, they have the Vaporeon in the back. Do not want to go for a Water type move. I'm just going to go for Draco Meteor here. Nice choice specs, Draco Meteor. They switch out. Out comes Sea Smoke, their nice shiny Vaporeon. And Draco Meteor comes out. Let's see how much damage this does. One more KO. But not really, though, because they have leftovers, right? And, you know, I like risking it. I'm going to go for Draco yet again. Let's see what they do. They do stay in. Draco comes out. Nearly. Nearly. If they did not have leftovers, this thing would have dropped. If we had rocks up, this thing would have dropped. And they have Wish. So they are a full supportive Vaporeon, which is kind of crazy. This is the first Vaporeon I think I've seen this generation. And I'm all for it. I love Vaporeon. Alright, anyway. Into Loxus. Here we go. This thing wants to go for, I don't know. A water type move. I don't know. I don't know what this thing wants to go for. It's a supportive Vaporeon. I don't know. But we're going on Loxus here. Get our special attack boost. Let's see what this thing goes for. He goes for Protect, so he is just like a Wish Stall Protect Pokemon. So that is fine with me, right? Again, Loxus is completely free here. I can just go for a Draco against anything, right? If they come in with Great Tusk, it drops, right? It just drops. It's slow, so we are completely fine. They do opt to switch here. They're going to preserve that Vaporeon and back out into their Great Tusk. This thing is going to drop. It is dead. It is gone. It's donezo. Here we go. Get its defense boost. Come on, drop, drop, drop. Yeah, here we go. Drop a Draco. It's done. Goodbye. Now we can Volt Switch for free, for the low, low price of free. And I'm all for it, right? We can Thunderclap. We can Volt Switch. It's going to be a good time. Now, we don't have the special attack boost anymore, which kind of sucks. But it still has super high special attack, so I am not too worried. So they're going to send out their Ice Cat yet again. And this thing is going to, of course, scare me out with Loxus, right? I'm opting, do I want to go to Bernie? Do I want to go to Urza? I'm just going to go for Urza, right? They don't know any moves on Urza, right? They've only seen Whirlwind. So we can just Body Press, and this is a new DLC Pokemon, so they probably don't even know this thing gets Body Press. So they go for Swords Dance. I know Urza can take one. We're going to go for Body Press. Let's see what they do. They are going to Ice Spinner, not Icicle Crash. So Ice Spinner nearly doesn't take us out. We go for Body Press. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ice Cat. Goodbye. Go back to Ubers where you belong. Goodbye. And Urza claims one. So now we are in a fantastic position. We've still got Bernie in the back. We can bring him out at any time to get our son back up. And they're thinking, I'm kind of in a pickle here. What do I want to do? I could just go back on and Zapdos, you know, maybe get something, but they do have that Loxus in the back, and I don't want to deal with that. But let's see what they do. They go back out into their Vaporeon again. And at this point, I can just Roost with Urza. We do outspeed, which is fantastic. So Urza is completely healthy now. That is great. Let's see what they go for. They go for Yan. By the way, this battle was recorded prior to the Sleep Ban. So just keep that in mind. They go for Yan. We know through their moves now. I can just go back out into Bernie here. If he goes for a Water type move, that's completely fine. I want my son back up. Out comes Bernie. And that also means we can get our rocks back up as well. They go for Wish, of course, right? Of course. Are they going to Wish Pass? I don't know. But they go for Wish. They got the leftovers. They are pretty healthy, so they should just Wish Pass, right? Of course, I'm just going to get Stealth Rocks up. They have Scald as their last move. Bernie barely survives because of the Sun boost. And of course, we are not going to let him drop. He's an MVP, right? And at this point, we can just go into Loxus. If he wants to Scald Burn me, that's completely fine. I don't care. I have no qualms whatsoever. If he wants to Scald Burn me, out comes Loxus here. Get our nice special attack boost. Let's see what he does. He goes for Scald yet again. Does he get the burn? He does. He does. That's fine. Like I said, it does not matter. Loxus is pretty healthy. He's fine. He's chilling. And at this point, I can just Volt Switch out into anything. And if he wants to switch, he doesn't. This thing, Supla, does not matter though, because he has Wish, Protect, all that good stuff. But we can swap out Loxus. I'm going to go into possibly Ember here, or Jinbei. Either one's a good option, but I'm just going to go out into Ember here. Of course, he does resist our fire, and we are weak to Scald, but that is completely fine. That is completely fine. Nice shiny on shiny action. He goes for Yawn. I definitely don't want Ember asleep at this point, and he has Protect, so he's definitely going to go for Protect, right? There's no way he doesn't. So I can just go right back out into Loxus, right? We're reading him like a book here. Loxus is super free. This is a free turn for me. And yeah, we're in a good position, right? Loxus comes back out, gets a special attack boost. Do they go for the Protect? They go for Wish, actually. They played me like a book. Never mind. Never mind. All right. Played me like a book. And now this turn, they can just Protect for free. And yeah, we're taking our burns. It's all right. Like I said, we're still in a good position. This thing is going to stall me out just a little bit, but not too much, right? If it still had Toxic, that would be a big problem. But the best it can do is Scald, right? Of course, he does actually switch, which is kind of crazy, right? He could have just protected and got this, this Vaporeon up, but he doesn't. He doesn't. We're dropping a Drago. It hits, it connects. Down goes the Metagross. Goodbye, buddy. Goodbye, right? I don't know why he didn't protect there to get that thing healthy, right? I guess it was just like a losing battle. I don't know. But there's 3 minutes left in the battle. This battle's been going on for a while. Out comes there's Zapdos yet again here. Now, again, I can live any hit from this thing. We are Assault Vest, and we resist like everything this thing wants to go for. Let's just look at the Sun turns real quick. We got 2 turns left. 1 turn after this. We're just going to go for a Volt Switch. He's going to charge up. We are -2 special attack, so this is going to do like absolutely nothing to him, which is completely fine. Completely fine. Volt Switch comes out. Does nothing. And now, what are we going to go into? Well, I want to go into Ember. I want to go into Ember. I want to claim one. I want to claim one. So we're going to go on a nice shiny Ember here. Nice shiny Venente again. And I can just click, well, anything is free, right? I'm just going to go for Sacred Fire here. If he wants to switch, that's fine. But he doesn't, and down goes the Zapdos. Ember claims one more. All right. So now we are in a fantastic position. The Sun does fade this turn. That is completely fine. And they've got Entei at home, the Arcanine. All right. Entei at home comes out. They get their Intimidate. I am switching, right, because I'm locked in a Sacred Fire. That'll do absolutely nothing to the Arcanine, especially with a -1 drop. I'm going to go on a Jinbei here. I should have went into Birdie, but to get my Sun back up, but it's all right. We're going to go ahead and Jinbei here. If he wants to go for Fire Move, whatever. We are completely fine. He does opt to Terra here. Is he going to Terra Normal? Terra Normal Extreme Speed? Let's find out. He does Terra Normal Extreme Speed. All right. Well, Terra Normal at least. I don't know about Extreme Speed. Let's find out. He probably does, though. He does have the Extreme Speed. 60 seconds left. Jinbei is completely fine. We'll live another one. I don't know what this guy's EVs are on this thing, because that definitely should have done a lot more. But he goes for another Extreme Speed. It is not going to take out Jinbei. We're going to retaliate with a nice Specs boosted Draco. Down goes Entei at home. And all that's left is their stalling Vaporeon with 30 seconds on the clock. I think we all know how this one's going to play out. It's going to play out in our favor. So that's going to be the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, you know, maybe suggest something you guys want to see me use in the next battle. I've already got a team planned for next week's video, and I am super excited to use it. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.